Listen up, my friends. Every single one of us has fears that we just don't want to face. And let me tell you, no one is coming to save us. It's just me versus me. That's it. So I made a choice. I could have stayed the 300-pound guy, just spraying for bugs, and bringing in a measly 1 Zhuao a month. I could have looked back at 50 years old and regretted the man I never became. But instead, I chose to fully commit. I was willing to fail over and over until I made it. I started working out. I became the most focused person ever. I had to create a new version of myself, a man who could handle pain, struggles, and people judging him. Someone who could be called names, be misunderstood, and still stay strong and say, "Bring it on." I toughened up my mind by going through hard times, by pushing myself physically and mentally. If it was raining at 3 in the morning or snowing, I didn't stay inside. I went out. Anything that was hard, uncomfortable, or felt too much, I did it. And you know what? You can do it too. The first step is to face every fear you have, no matter what it is. You have the power to create a new version of yourself, to push through the pain and struggles. You have the strength to embrace the challenges and say, "Bring it on." Don't let fear hold you back. Be willing to commit and fail. Push yourself physically and mentally. Embrace the hard times and keep going. Because in the end, it's just you versus you. And you have the power to become the person you want to be. I wanted to be that person others saw and said, "He never quits, he keeps going." I didn't care if people liked me or not. I wanted to be unstoppable. That picture in my head kept me moving. I kept imagining myself falling and standing back up. I looked up to the person who never gives up. I had to remind myself all the time. That pain was part of the path, from being an insecure, overweight guy to someone strong in both body and mind. And this journey needed a kind of strength most people won't understand. I started with small steps. Running 1 mile was a big deal. Then I ran 2. Getting to 3 or 6 miles was huge. While training for Navy SEALs, my goal was to run 6 miles. 5 days a week. I failed many times, but I didn't quit. I learned to see failure as a part of learning, not a sign that I wasn't good enough. I stopped saying, "I'm not good enough," and started saying, "I will become good enough." It's easy to feel defeated when faced with challenges, but I knew that the only way to reach my goals was to keep going, no matter what. The setbacks and failures were just part of the journey towards success. I had to push past the pain and discomfort in order to transform myself into the person I wanted to become. It wasn't easy, but with relentless determination and a refusal to give up, I was able to push myself further and further. I embraced the struggle and saw it as an opportunity to grow. And with every step forward, I became stronger, both physically and mentally. I didn't become that person overnight, but through my unwavering commitment and perseverance, I became unstoppable. I may have stumbled along the way, but I always got back up. And now I am the person others look up to and say, "He never quits, he keeps going." And that's a feeling like no other. Even when the world seemed to be closing in on me, I refused to give up. I held on to the strength of all the challenges I had conquered before. People may call me crazy, but I am just a person who rose from nothing to prove that anyone can achieve greatness. In a society obsessed with quick fixes like 6-minute abs, I understand that real change requires hard work and sacrifice. I push myself daily, running 100 miles, doing thousands of push-ups and pull-ups at 43 years old because I refuse to become complacent. Comfort is the enemy of progress, extinguishing the fire and drive within us. I believe there is no final destination in life, only continuous growth and evolution. To stand out in a crowd of the strong, you must constantly strive to be better, to be different dreams. And goals inevitably come with failure. When I set out to lose 106 pounds in 3 months, I stumbled in the first 2 weeks. But instead of dwelling on my mistakes, I embraced them as lessons. The key is not to avoid failure, but to learn how to bounce back quickly and stronger. On my journey to becoming a Navy SEAL, I had no time for self-pity. I knew that pursuing greatness meant facing setbacks head-on. Success isn't about never falling, but about how swiftly you rise each time you do. If you dare to dream big, be prepared to fail, and more importantly, to keep pushing forward, no matter what. Success is not achieved overnight. It's not a quick fix or a magic pill. It takes time, effort, and unwavering determination. The biggest key to success is having a strong reason why. Your drive must burn inside you, motivating you to push yourself, even on the days when you don't feel like it. You have to coach yourself, train yourself, and cheer yourself on. You have to show up and do the work. No matter how badly you may have failed the day before, people may wonder, how are you still so driven? The answer is simple. This is what it takes. To succeed, you must find what fuels you. Whether it's a story you tell yourself or an idea you believe in, you need to keep it at the forefront of your mind at all times. Because in the darkest times, that's what will keep you going. It won't happen in 30 days. Real lasting change takes time. A year, maybe 18 months, or even 2 years. It requires sacrifice and full commitment. But if you stay true to your purpose and continue to push yourself, the results will be worth it. Success is a journey, not a destination. Stay focused, stay driven, and keep moving forward.